My name is Anna. I am a teacher of Latin and I specialize in the UK system. However, I teach students from all over the world. It's just that the exam preparation tends to be the English one. And I am based in London, although obviously what you see behind me today is not London. It's chosen to match the topic of the video today. Now, the topic of the video today for some people might be a bit niche. However, I think people who are interested in Latin and Greek and classical civilization will find it fascinating. Me personally, I didn't know anything about this until very recently. I came across a Netflix trailer about an upcoming series, and I was watching it. I was like, what? A Roman architect traveling back in time. Sorry, not back, forward in time to the Japanese baths. That sounds right down my street. So then I started pulling the strings, and I didn't know this, but it is based on this cute manga series, which is by Maria Yamazaki. It has outstanding illustrations. I've only found it, I have to say, in the Italian translation. I'm not sure. I think an English translation has been made. I think it costs a lot of money to get it from the UK. If anyone knows and wants to write it in the comments, that would be amazing. I'd love to find out. I just got myself the Italian copy. It's very easy to read, and it's actually quite nice to read about the Romans in Italian as well. So, yeah, let's go back to the beginning. Let me introduce this. So, the book is called Thermae Romae, and as with happens with manga, it's a series of installments. So I have the first one here, and I'm sure to get the rest as soon as I can because I started it and I can't stop now. It's absolutely amazing. This has been written by an author who speaks English and has had a Western education, however, has chosen to write this in Japanese. And that gives you a little bit of an idea of the direction this exploration of the cultural shock is taking. And I don't want to reveal too much because I would love people to just go and read it. Now, this was originally, it came out, it's considered in Japan as seisen, which means that it's for young adult male people. However, first, I don't think we have these distinctions everywhere. And second, I think it's universally appealing. And you're going to think, oh, it's because there's toilet humor. Well, not necessarily only because there's toilet humor, but I think the look it casts on the pursuit of pleasure and the beauty of cultural interaction and the dangers of nationalism, why not? I think those are universal and are very well worth having a read. It's obviously for older students. I wouldn't recommend it for younger students, but A-level students would be perfectly fine with this. Now, there was a movie adaptation in 2012, and unfortunately, I've only managed to watch the trailer so far. So, if anyone knows where to find this movie in the UK, that would be amazing. Just write it in the comments so that we can all benefit from it. I am currently writing a blog post, and in the blog post, I've already put the link to the trailer. And the trailer is quite long and quite exciting. So, if you watch that, you will surely enjoy that too. Then, what is happening next, the truly exciting piece of news, is that Netflix is going to release an anime version of this manga series. And so we will be able to watch it. And the hope is that it will contain new materials. They have said that the author, Maria Yamazaki, has worked with them and she's going to provide new stories and new plots that are not in the original series. So it should be really exciting. And also, hopefully, with the new format, we might make it even a bit more accessible for different public. We don't know yet what the age rating will be. I am guessing a 12, but I have like no idea. So we will have to wait until it comes out. Obviously, this is also a personal choice after all, so families will need to decide on their own. if they consider the children to be too young to see a man flying away on a toilet, well, then maybe they shouldn't watch it. I don't know what the portrayal would be of the relationships between men and women, or what the producers will show to disclose or not in the video version. So we will need to wait about that. Now, my blog post has been created. I am encouraging anyone who can to start reading the series in preparation for the Netflix release. It's an absolute joy. I don't want to release too much, but let me see if I can find something interesting. Like everything is interesting, actually. The illustrations are fantastic, both the ones based in Rome and the ones which show Japan, and they are hilarious. I mean, I don't think my camera allows me to get too close, but anyway, you should get your copy and see it there. It's fantastic. Interestingly, if you get at least the Italian copy, it is a proper manga, so you read it in a different way from the way we read books in Europe. So you start from what for us is the back, and then you read one page and then the other. So it's a different order. Don't worry about that, because you have very clear instructions on how to do that at the very end of the book. So you have here how you read a Japanese manga, so how you go from left to right and how you turn the pages, etc. Yeah, and you get used to it very, very quickly, and it's a lovely cultural experience as well. Some people have not had a lot of contact with manga. I'm not an expert in manga either, but I have had a lot of contact with manga because I grew up in Catalonia, where at the time all TV in the afternoon was TV shows from Japan. So I grew up with Dragon Ball and Musculman and whatnot. And then later on in life, I became interested in the literature behind those. And then, well, I even ended up visiting the manga museum in Kyoto, which was an amazing experience. I would recommend that to anyone who has a chance. Going back to the book, I've lost my train of thought. I got too excited thinking about the manga museum in Japan. Anyway, yeah, oh, I know what I was going to say. Some of us know teens who are not very interested in Latin at all, but they're manga fanatics. I know quite a few. They love manga, they love drawing manga, they love watching anime. Now, this is a fantastic tool to get them close to it. I'm talking about the book. I don't know what the TV show will be like, but the book definitely is going to be a gateway to get them into the world of the Romans through Japan. And I know it sounds very convoluted, but when you start reading it, it does make a lot of sense. And it's a bit like, and I'm not saying it's a type of writing of Gabriel Garcia Marquez, but it's the magic realism that sucks you in and you believe in it straight away and are in the story. Like, I was reading this today while my children were in the gym, and I was like laughing. And other people were like, okay, there's this lady there laughing with the book. Well, yes, it is very funny. It is incredibly funny. So I would say, if you have a resistant teen who has like no interest in the Romans and the Greeks, this could be an amazing entry point. Yeah, we will see when the anime series comes out. That might be another one, but we'll see. We'll get there when we get there. I will do another live when that comes out to share my thoughts on it. Now, on that topic, some of you may have seen that I am currently part of the cast for a lovely conference called Love to Learn. And I am going to be talking there about teens and the classics and how to get them excited, even if they don't want to study Latin. Because to be fair, in order to learn about the Romans and the Greeks, you don't have to learn Latin. And I'm not throwing stones against my own roof, as we say. I mean it. There's many ways to engage with our classical heritage, and there's many ways to engage with antiquity. in general, and with classical reception as well. Why not? It doesn't even need to involve anything European at all, other than the classical reception, like is the case of this book. So I would say if you watch that video, we'll get some more ideas similar to this one to introduce your teen to the world of the Greeks and the Romans and the classical cultures without pain and with a lot of fun, in this case, with a lot of laughing. Now, do we have any questions from the audience? Hi, everyone. I can see some people are watching. I can't see your names, but I am here if you have any questions. If you don't have any questions, I will wrap it up now, and I will leave the link for the blog post that I'm writing. And this is the first time I talk about it, and I've just made it public. It's not even fully finished, but I decided to just put it out because I love it so much, the topic. The blog post is already out. You can start reading it. If you can add your experiences to it, if anyone has read this manga series, because this has been out for quite some time now. Let me see the exact year. This is from it was a series. It came out for a few years, and the copyright is 2009. This book in particular is 2011. So this has been around for a while. I wonder how I had not found it. Like, it would have drawn my attention if I had seen it anywhere. I need to step up my game of going to bookshops and looking at what's available, certainly. So anyway, I've left the link in the comments. I will also put it in the YouTube video in the comments. I would love to hear what you think about this. It is brand new. I just thought this is so exciting. Let's get it out there. Let's get other people looking into it as well. Let me know what you think, and I'm open to talking further about it or trying to find out a bit more, trying to dig to find out what's coming up next. It was lovely seeing everyone, and I'll see you again hopefully next Thursday. Wale